The 2020-21 season countdown is brought to you by Oddschecker, your one-stop betting hub.
Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the footy show with just one day to go to the return of the Premier League, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a match preview for all of the games. Have a little think about how we feel about them and our predictions for it. Big thanks to Oddschecker for sponsoring the 2020-21 season countdown. One-stop betting hub. The one-stop betting hub. You can get their new app. The link is in the description. It's a bit like the Deliveroo app. It has all of the different odds from all the different big betting sites, but you can bet through the app as well. So if you want to get the app, the link is in the description. You have to be 18 and you need to bet responsibly as well. So big thanks to them, the one-stop betting hub. Let's get into it. Baz. First game of the weekend is on Saturday. Fulham versus Arsenal, a London derby. West London versus North London. Fulham at home. That they'll be made up, although there'll be no one in there at Craven Cottage. Arsenal, who've obviously had a good end of the season, won the FA Cup, started the season by winning the Charity Shield. We've got a few players in. Aubameyang looks like he's about to sign a contract. How do you see this one going?
I think normally there'd be loads of excitement for this because it'd be full. At Fulham, Craven Cottage, their fans would be bouncing. I think you look at it, Arsenal should have too much for them. But you never know. I mean, Arsenal brought in William Saliba's coming. He got Gabriel as well, didn't he? But if Aubameyang plays, he's the key. He's absolutely... He proved at the end of the season how good he was. You know, Fulham done ever so well to get up in the playoffs. Scott Parker done great. They brought a couple of players and brought a goalkeeper in on loan. Areola's in on loan. They're trying to get Kenny Tete in as well. So they'll be up for it. Mitrovic can be a handful for anyone. It might be a welcome to the Premier League for Gabriel and Saliba if Mitrovic plays. So I think it'll be tight, but I fancy Arsenal just with the likes of Aubameyang. I just think he's different class.
They were always good away from home as well. Arsenal it dipped last season, but they sort of started to pick it up towards the end. Went to a few difficult places like Sheffield United in the FA Cup where people don't think people expect them to win. So
Wolves as well, he won, didn't he?
So I expect an Arsenal win. They're 7-2.
Favourites, clearly.
That's the draw, sorry. The 10-17 to win. And 26-5 for the home victory for Fulham. So I think Arsenal will win that. So difficult start for Fulham. At a 12:30 kick-off in the UK. 3 o'clock games, Crystal Palace playing Southampton. Sort of a good start for both of them, this one, because Crystal Palace at home, they'll be made up with that again. No, it's not having that away crowd is the big thing. Southampton finished the season really strongly. They'll be, with not much of a gap, they'll hope to continue that. Danny Ings, hoping to get back into the goal. So, although Crystal Palace are one of the favourites to go down, so it'll be really interesting to see where these two clubs are first day of the season.
They just brought Ezzy and Easy in, and I think it's Ezzy, who's a big lad and looks like he's quite talented. They're trying to get Michy Batshuayi in. So, I think if Hodgson gets another couple of additions, I mean, I don't see them going down. Right now, obviously, you never know where the way the season pans out, but they should. The battle weary, they know how to get results, Palace. Southampton were excellent in the second half of the season. Can they do it again? They seem to get that momentum and just pick it up. Can they do it? It remains to be seen. Hasselhoff looks like he's doing a good job there. But I think this one will be a draw. I think this will end 1-1.
It's 23-10 for the draw, 11-5 for Palace to win, and 29-20 for Southampton. 5:30 kick-off. Baptism of fire for Leeds going to Anfield, even if it's an empty Anfield, it is a huge game. It's interesting, obviously Liverpool champions, but Leeds. A lot of hype about Leeds, let's be honest. A lot of hype out there about Leeds. Media are seeing their eyes have lit up because they're seeing another one team from a city, so they know they're going to get all the hype, they know they're going to get all the fans, they know they're going to get all the eyes on them. They love the fact that there's a big club coming back to the Premier League, so they're loving it. They're all over Bielsa and everything. So this is going to be an interesting start for them. They're 10-1 to get an away win at Anfield, where nobody's won for 3 years?
3 years. Sam Allardyce, last man to win there.
Of course.
For Palace.
Of course.
4-0 Liverpool. I think Liverpool. I think Liverpool. It probably won't be 4-0, but I think Liverpool will win comfortably. I think the two. Leeds done really well coming up. They did. They done well, but they didn't win it at a canter.
Yeah.
But they done well to get up. Bielsa's done a good job. Since he's done a great job since he's gone in there, and it's good. It's given them that heart and the hope. They've obviously signed Rodrigo, broke the record to get him in, striker from Spain. So all eyes will be on him. Really, they're still trying to do business, but there's a world of difference playing Championship football to playing a team that's just won the Premier League.
It'd be interesting as well because Leeds love the high press. They're all about the press, and Liverpool are all about the press as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. I know Liverpool are clearly the best at it because they're the champions, but it'd be interesting just to see going up against
proper players doing it.
Exactly, players who haven't got sleeves full of tattoos and weird haircuts.
And Liverpool will just pick them off.
Yeah, Liverpool are 3-10 to win.
It's interesting. I mean, listen,
11-2 the draw.
Could look stupid sitting there, but I don't see anything other than a comfortable Liverpool.
What it'll be interesting to see is Leeds on the first day, team coming up. And it's not all about the first day as well. Teams grow. You know, I remember when Wolves come up and there's a lot of hype, and we drew with them 2-2, and you were like, yeah, but look, and then they grew because they learned. It's about learning on the job, isn't it, in the Premier League? I think so. That's going to be hugely interesting. West Ham versus Newcastle. Who wants to watch West Ham and Newcastle at 8 o'clock at night?
No one wants.
Who wants that?
Surely no one wants to watch any footy at 8 o'clock at night.
No, I don't mind the evening game, but I don't want to watch West Ham versus Newcastle.
I mean, it'd be worse if there was fans there.
Yeah, if there was fans there, obviously.
But
that'd be a terrible time.
0-0. Awful game, 0-0.
Didn't Newcastle go there last year and beat them? Sure they did, and it was a really good result, and they just battered.
Was it 3-2 in the end?
Yeah, it was, but
high scoring game.
But Newcastle done them on the counter attack about 3 times. Same Maxim scored.
But they've bought some good players this week. Newcastle.
Yeah.
Wilson, Fraser have come in. Jamal Lewis from Norwich.
Good Premier League players.
So they're looking to improve on what they did last season. It'll be interesting to see how they do this season. West Ham still look like a club in turmoil, don't they? Obviously, Mark Noble coming out the other day when the kid moved off to West Brom. He was fuming over that. There was rumours Moyes was going to quit. There's all the normal.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Tarkowski from Burnley at the moment. But then again, West Ham do have Haller and they do have Antonio, who can be a handful. I'd go.
Give Bowen a new squad number.
They have. To be fair,
do you know what I mean? You can't ever underestimate that.
That is it. Does
that's a big.
Not
move.
makes a statement like giving Jarrett Bowen.
It's a big move.
No, I think it'll be a draw, that one, and in 1-1.
That 28-11 for a draw, 13-5 for Newcastle to get a away win, 6-5 for West Ham to get a home win. Sunday, West Brom versus Leicester. 2 o'clock kickoff.
Slav.
2 o'clock kickoff. Interesting one. Because obviously West Brom coming up. Leicester didn't have a great end of the season. Had a bit of a disappointment.
You'd think that Leicester are the favourites because obviously finished 5th, didn't they, in the Premier League. Were in the top 2 for a long time. Got the likes of Jamie Vardy. But West Brom, again, first day. It'd look a lot different if the Hawthorns was full. I think I'm gonna go with draw.
Okay.
I'm going to say West Brom.
45-17 the draw.
Okay. I'm just going to say that West Brom will be well prepared to hang in there, and Leicester will feel away into the season.
And away winners evens, and West Brom are 3-1 to win. But that'll be again.
The home teams are always the favourites, aren't they?
It's always interesting though. First game of the season, isn't it? Because
I watched Leicester the other week against Sheffield Wednesday in a friendly because it was on YouTube. I watched a bit of it and it was all right. But Sheffield did get, they did get a lot of chances.
Be interesting. So. The R4 kick-off, obviously, Everton versus
Tottenham versus Everton.
Yeah, Tottenham at home, of course. R4 kick-off. It's again, it didn't feel like that long ago that we played each other. Obviously, it was like a 0-0, but they got a jammy deflected goal. Neither teams did enough to win it, but obviously Tottenham did. Tottenham have got a few new signings. Everton have got 3 new signings. I think both teams will be desperate not to lose the game, just to get themselves into the season. But, Everton haven't won down there for a few years. Tottenham have got a really good record against Everton, so everything's settled for an away win, I'd say.
Yeah.
7-2.
I think it'll be 2-2.
7-2. 10-11 for Tottenham to win. 15-4 for the draw. Does feel like it'll probably be a draw though, doesn't it?
I feel like it'll be a 2-2. I think it'll be a tight game, but with some goals in it because teams aren't up to that speed.
But it'll just, again, it'll be interesting to see Mourinho with a bit more work. Be interesting to see if there's like, I know like now that we've all watched the documentary, whether any of that's like sort of people have looked at it at the club and gone a bit like, oh, didn't know that was going to be there, or didn't, you know what I mean? Like, you wonder that sometimes. Though I don't think that's going to be like affect anything on the pitch, but like, if anyone's going to try and kick Son on his arm or anything like that, I don't know. Who knows? And the final 2 games of the weekend, because Man City are not playing, are they? And Man United both are not playing because of playing in Europe, so they've been given more time off. Sheffield United are playing Wolves. That's 6 o'clock kick-off on Monday, which is weird.
That'll be a tight game, I think.
Sheffield United at home.
Be interesting to see how Sheffield United do now this season. They obviously were brilliant. They had a great season last season. Fell away a little bit towards the end, but they had a very good season. So can they repeat it? Wolves been good for 2 seasons and have a long season. It feels like they only finished about 2 weeks ago, the last season. So there'll be a lot asked of them, and obviously, Doherty was really important to them. He's moved on now to Spurs, but they've got Fabio Silva in, having a lot of money the other day they spent, so they've got another Portuguese kid on loan. They're after someone else, so they're after Corona as well from Porto. The winger, Jesus Corona, just to clarify.
I was going to say that. Portugal has just been added to the banned list.
Yeah, but that's his name. So they're trying to strengthen, obviously, Nuno's trying to strengthen. So it'll be interesting whether they can keep it going this season, but they are a good side. But I think, that's another one that's got the feeling of a draw all over it.
Yeah. 29-10 for the draw. And the
3-1.
This is a weird one.
Yeah.
The last game of the weekend is Brighton versus Chelsea. We played each other a couple of weeks ago on a friendly.
2 weeks ago on a friendly, 3-1.
8:15 on Monday. Yeah. So, Chelsea will be looking to get off to a great start.
I think Chelsea will win that.
They should do.
I think they'll win it 3-1.
Not think Adam Lallana will.
I think Chelsea will win it 3-1. I think Werner will get a couple. I just think they'll have too much.
The 7-4 to win.
They'll have too much for them, in my opinion.
Yeah. Be good to watch, though, won't it? Whether see the new players.
Brighton have got like Ben White, haven't they? They've turned down a few bids. They've said he's part of their future. He'll be in there. Obviously, Adam Lallana's in there. So, but Chelsea, Werner and Ziyech and Havertz, and it goes on, doesn't it? So interesting.
It's going to be interesting. Premier League is back. It is back tomorrow. There you go. So, if you want to have a bet, make sure to download the Odds Checker app. The link is in the description. Don't forget, you must be 18. Please gamble responsibly as well. Thanks to Odds Checker for doing our countdown for the Premier League season, the one-stop betting club. There you go. We'll be back on Monday to talk about the results so far. So there you go. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later.